Hello class, I would like to orient you to our Spanish lab. So the first thing that you need to do is go to Moodle. And here in Moodle, you want to be sure that you're in the correct section. So lab is called 181, and whichever section you're enrolled in, that's what yours will say at the top. This is the code. If you purchased your code at the bookstore, then you'll have this envelope or an envelope that looks like it in the packet with your hardcover book. And if you ordered it online, then you can either access your account directly from the email that you're sent, or you'll have this code in the bundle if you got the textbook and code bundle. The first thing you want to do is download and read the syllabus. And there are two parts to the syllabus. The first part is the one that is specific to your course, and the second part is the one that tells you all the different services that are available to you on campus. And it's the same for all classes. After you have finished studying your syllabus, you want to take the syllabus quiz. This is the first step, and it's very important because you can't take any other steps until you've completed this one. So as soon as you complete the syllabus quiz with at least an 80%, then you can go ahead and start working on your assignments. So if you click on instructions for getting started, it will take you to this page. You're not a returning student most likely, so you're going to go to new students, and you're going to select one of these options. You're going to create your account. Be sure that the email address you use is your Craven Community College email address, not a personal one and not one that goes with your high school. And then you want to create a password that you're going to remember. You'll find Craven Community College listed as one of the schools. Once you've selected your school, you need to choose our class. There's going to be a list of classes available to you. It won't look the same on your side as it does on mine, but in your case, here's what it looks like when you create an account. I'm going to log in to the instructor portion just so I can show you an example of what some of the names of the courses are so you can find yours. We're in 6th edition. Notice here it says redeem a code, so that would be where you would redeem your code once you have it. If for some reason there's a delay to you getting your access code, go ahead and enroll in the course because there is a short grace period that you can get from me if I see you enroll in the course, so that you can go ahead and get started on your assignments and not fall behind and turn those in late. And then the moment you've got your code, you will go ahead and put it in, and then you'll keep your work, you'll keep your progress. So from here, the calendar is where you'll see what's due. It gives you an estimate of how long it thinks it'll take you to do your assignments. It's okay if it takes you longer than this or if it takes you less time than this. Each person is different, and you complete your work at your own pace. But you will see all the different assignments available. Some of these are kind of tutorials helping you get accustomed to the vocabulary and learn how to pronounce it. Others are where you're going to go in and answer questions about what you've learned. Another way to access your content is by clicking on content and then activities. Where it says all activities, you could change that to assign only, and then you would only see the ones that are due for your class during your week that you're working in. And so there they are. My advice is for you to not work on your lab assignments until after you've completed your credit, no credit class assignments. So do the lab ones second after you've done the class ones. There's a really nice tool here for you. It's called Vocabulary Tools. Some people like to make flashcards. If you're one of those people, here's a virtual type of flashcard for you. All of the words in the chapter are available. You can even reduce which ones you see by selecting or unselecting certain groups, verbs, nouns, additional words, and other topics here, for example. And flashcards. if you want to start with the Spanish word and supply the English, or if you want to start with the English and supply the Spanish, you can do either way, or you can practice both. Let's start with Spanish for an example. I'm going to hear the pronunciation when I click this. Nada, it said. And let's say that I already know that that means nothing. So when I click it and it says that, I'm going to say, yeah, I know it. This means it's not going to appear in the rotation next time. El país. I heard the pronunciation. I repeated it because I'm a good student who always repeats the pronunciation to practice, for example. And then I'm like, I don't know that word. What is it? Okay, it means country. Let's say I'm not really comfortable with that yet. I click not yet. And so you work through, and the number of words that are there, you'll keep whittling it down until you get to where you know all the words. So that's just a neat feature available to you. The other one is the V-text. If you're taking this class completely online, then you have the option to purchase the physical book or not. If you only purchase the code, then you can still see the book through V-text. It's just that it doesn't look as good maybe reading it on screen as if you had it in person. Of course, I recommend having the book on hand so that you can read it and not always be looking at a screen. But if you did only purchase it, this would be how you would access the textbook virtually. And it has a table of contents, which makes it convenient. So that's the V-text. And the other, let's see, that's about, oh yeah, the grades. Grades are also available here. You can see how you're doing. Remember that for your lab, you get credit for these activities. You can take them up to 3 times. And then for each day that they are late, past the week when they're due, then you lose 5%. So don't fall behind. Make sure you get them done in the week when they're due. If you end up with any questions about how to use SuperSite, how to do your activities, please don't hesitate to reach out and ask me. You can also click this chat button, this chat icon, and if there's another classmate who's online when you're working, maybe you want to reach out to that person and see if they understand. Maybe you want to ask them. So you can have a community of learners here by using the chat function. At some point during the semester, there may be activities where you need to record yourself using your webcam. And if those activities occur, you'll see them assigned, and they'll have a little icon beside them stating that, letting you know that you need to record something, like diálogos, for example. If this were assigned, I recommend clicking manual. You would listen to this person speak. So he said, hi, my name is Martine. What is your name? And if I wanted verification of what he said, I can check my comprehension by clicking audio text. And then I'm going to respond to him. I'm going to say what my name is. And so this is where I would click speak. And I would record myself, and then I would stop, and then I would move on to the next question. So these are interactive. Especially if you are completely in an online class, you'll be doing some of these. And then I'll go through and listen to them and give you feedback. That's why that webcam and microphone are so important. So if you have any questions, like I said, reach out to a classmate or reach out to me. You can email me and I'll respond to you Monday through Thursday. If you have a question on the weekend, go ahead and send the email. I'll see it on Monday. Or reach out to another classmate because you're going to share your phone numbers with each other in Moodle. And so hopefully you can help each other and create a learning community. So happy studying. I wish you the best, and I look forward to seeing you progress in Spanish.